level, where we'll surely be talking about artificial intelligence. And joining me this morning to take a critical look at that is no other person than Professor James Agajo. Professor, it's a pleasure to have you this morning.
Pleasure is mine, and I'm glad to be part of
thank you so much for linking up with us this morning. I know it will took you some time to be able to locate this place. If not, we would have been here earlier. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty of why we decided to have you this morning. Because artificial intelligence seems to be the hub around the whole world right now. Everybody's talking about the latest technological innovation, how it can really help. With last election, a lot of ideas came up to really help in also improving the way election is being conducted. Looking at your study and how you've been able to travel far and wide in a bid to continue to promulgate the importance of artificial intelligence, let's get down these basics. What is artificial intelligence all about?
Yes, thank you very much once again for having me today. It's a wonderful opportunity here, and it's always nice and wonderful to come share views on very trending areas. Yeah, artificial intelligence, like we all know, is about adapting the biological intelligence into machines. The way we do things, the way we reason, the way humans actually behave when it comes to attending to problems. If we studied, they can what be understood, then develop or evolve procedures and algorithms and adapt them to machines. So machines begin to do some of these functions, and you see now being artificial, it's no longer natural from the biological point of view, the human. You now see machines actually taking up some responsibilities of humans, beginning to come up with their ways of reasoning, their ways of solving problems as if humans are there. So all you've actually done is to actually adapt that machine to start teaching the way you're doing. And that is done by what? Data collection, training this data, testing them, validating them, and eventually get some decision to be made by these machines. This thing has actually been so far to a level that is advancing beyond proportion, and people are actually asking so many questions, and some of the questions we're going to answer today.
Okay, people are asking so many questions. I also have so many questions when it comes to that. Would you think Nigeria is ripe for artificial intelligence?
Yes, let's put it in this perspective. So many persons will tell you Nigeria at the moment is crawling when it comes to the field of artificial intelligence, because when you see some other climes or other regions, advanced countries, everybody is actually inching and rushing towards making sure they get hold of the new paradigm, which is having to adopt artificial intelligence, because most persons are telling you artificial intelligence, these emerging technologies and disruptive technologies is now the new oil. The new oil is no longer about having wealth buried beneath the earth crust. It's about human capacity development. What can you evolve? What services can you provide for people to buy into? So if you look at that, you get to understand that a whole lot of regions and nations are taking advantage of that. And here in Nigeria is actually not so. But the only good thing about Nigeria is that Nigeria has the capacity to pick up this area if we really have a structure, we have a work plan, we adopt and keep strictly to the policies on ground, because there are policies which I'm going to talk about on ground at this moment. There are frameworks. If we can follow it religiously, then we'll get there. But with the infrastructure available now, no, we're not there yet. But it's something that is possible, doable. We can get there.
There are reports the Nigeria population is about 200 million, with majority of the population within the youth range. A lot of people say artificial intelligence is not for Nigeria. It's going to render so many people jobless. What do you have to say about this myth?
I think the angle you brought about the youths. When you take, I think we've had several statistics telling you that Nigeria is so rich when it comes to youth population. Between the age of 40 downwards, it's over 60% of the population or thereabout, if I get my statistics right. So it tells you this is one very strong strength Nigeria has, if we actually taking up the concept of artificial intelligence very seriously, with the population, or with this youth population,
Yeah.
I think is one very important thing to take serious. Now, let's come to the issue of the youth population.
Yeah.
Now, you know, the issue of unemployment is
Yeah.
very, very serious now.
Yeah.
It's one menace we're trying to contend with. It's really, really, really terrible. Now, back to your question on if artificial intelligence fully deployed,
Yeah.
that's going to take even the job that are not available.
Available.
Yes. It's not actually so. There are so many fears because you get to see machines carrying up the responsibility of humans. For instance, you are here now,
Yeah.
and you're doing your work here as a presenter, as a host, and what have you. What about if I tell you that in a couple of years, it's even already happening,
Yeah.
actually, you might not probably be here. That chair of yours will be occupied by machines. So
That's scary.
really. But the issue is simple.
Yeah.
What it simply means is that you're going to upskill. You're going to upskill because these machines are actually not humans. You know, they don't have souls. They are not humans. But what happened is that these machines need to be managed and controlled. These machines need to be managed and controlled. What it therefore implies is you are not going to be sitting down there interviewing personalities anymore. But rather, you're going to get to another layer. There's another layer you're going to move up to. That layer will be about managing these machines. And it's obvious actually has shown that for any job taken by artificial intelligence, by application of artificial intelligence, more new jobs are created. But the fear about it is that people leave their comfort zone. Your comfort zone is maybe you are into one practice and you don't want to change. And life is a changing, it's an evolving thing. So this upskilling, getting new skills to manage this new trend is usually a problem. So I don't think there is anything to fear because you see, just like when you read in the TV, our viewers probably know the presenter only. But they don't know behind the presenter, behind the camera, behind the television, there are so many other persons. And that is what this thing actually creates. A lot of opportunities. Other persons will be responsible where other persons will be responsible for graphics and so on. So you have a whole lot of opportunities as a result of this entry. But we need to leave our comfort zone, get new skills to manage some of the new that are going to take over. And it will be good for it because probably on this seat and you're going up to probably manage machines, then your value will be much higher than it is.
Okay, when you talk about upskill, let me in a layman's term, I was talking with somebody some few days ago, and the person was talking about the fact that because of the globalization and technological innovations, some managers of some top or captains of industry tend to have probably, let's take for instance, they receive more than 1,000, 2,000 mails in one day. And it's difficult for them with the jobs they have to be able to sort out those mails, to know which one is scam, which one is. They now employ people who somewhere sitting down somewhere in Nigeria or somewhere in the United States who sort out those mails, arrange them and stuff like that. Is that what you're saying, that the kind of job upskill that you're talking about, kind of jobs that also be produced through artificial intelligence? Because in the years past, we never had that before.
Yes, I think, well, something close to that, but not exactly that. Let me give you an example. Maybe just taking your route. You must have heard of Amazon. And Amazon is a company that is actually in a whole lot of businesses, among which is logistic business. Logistics, having to just Jumia, what do you call Konga, right?
Konga,
Konga.
All those, Paystar, and stuff like that.
You make orders and they make the platform available for you to be able to get your orders and they ship it to you. So at some point, these companies found out that the number of staffs they have might not be able to meet up the demands. You know, when you probably place, you send mails, messages for whatever you're ordering.
Yeah.
So what it therefore means is that you need to take care. Sorry, when you're making orders,
yeah,
you need people to promptly attend to your customers. So
okay.
in doing this, the number of customers were not enough to handle such meals.
Okay.
So there was need to upskill, think forward.
Yeah, okay.
So what do? You came up with machines, chatbots, robot that can chat to people,
yeah,
and some other robot that can speak with people. They are machines. Okay. You can produce thousands of them, millions of them, to attend to people at different points in time.
Yeah.
So by so doing, the issues of delay was automatically taken care of, and so many persons saw them as being very, very reliable. Yeah. And these are AI applications. Now, this one you're talking about, humans who probably attend to some of these requests around the world, might not just be attending to them directly. There might be interfaces, and these interfaces will have to adopt artificial intelligence-based applications. Yeah. Because these artificial based applications have algorithm procedure for checking through these mails. There are keywords they will be looking for. There are some malicious terms they will be looking out for, and they'll be able to use that to sort out those mails. So that is why I say that upskilling, that somebody certainly is going to be managing at the other end the outcome.
Input the program in the AI who looks for those words and be able to sort out this.
So, upskilling me, yes, you need to probably skill up and adapt yourself to that system. So any job has been created and problems have been solved. So that is it.
You talked about government policy. How does government policy comes into this?
Yeah, in driving this, there is nothing you don't just search from even with the best and start deploying it to the people. Because a region, a country, a state is sovereign, governed by laws, and these laws must actually get to understand what you're coming up with. For any good thing that is actually evolved, there are some other bad side which can be hijacked and be used by malicious persons. Yeah. So that is why there's need for what we call a bound, a kind of boundary. So this bound will help in controlling, managing, and regulating the use of these things for good. We're talking about artificial intelligence for good, not the other way. For negative purposes. So government policies, first and foremost, must come so as to have as a regulation. That regulators could use that to track those who use it for bad intents and purposes. So, like the NIDA is an agency that is actually out there. That's the National Center for. That NIDA is an agency of government. That is actually
with
that responsibility to regulate, check, and maybe evolve policies. Come out with this policy, and framework is actually on ground at the moment. But what is most important is that how do we follow these policies? Like now, under NIDA, they came up with this National Center for Robotic and which you call NCAIR, and this center has actually been there to come up with ways of supporting Internet of Things, machine learning, deep learning, blockchain, technology, intelligent prototyping. These are some of the evolving and emerging technologies and creating frameworks and training of youngsters is being has been on over time, and I think it's going to be
continuous thing.
As time goes on, to making sure that they achieve that percent in getting, because it's not easy to evolve a skill.
Yeah.
But having to go take it far is actually the challenge, and I think they're making some input into the whole thing.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor James Agajo, for joining us this morning to educate us on artificial intelligence, how to combat unemployment, and also how government can really come in to be able to set us in place with NIDA to really regulate and ensure the right thing is done. Hopefully, we can have another 10 because a selection is coming up in some states. We want to know how artificial intelligence can help the issue of rigging and all those things in election. We'll surely be having you to talk about that when next we are having right here. Our Benin Network studio is also standing by. Daniel, you can take it from here.